Sebastián Blanco's name needs to be top of the list when it comes to MVPs of the tournament. He's been there for the big moments, but the little ones along the way as well. If we go back to the New York City FC match, Blanco put on display all the attributes to his game. The Timbers knew going in that they would have to be good on the ball, and Blanco shows early on his ability to pick the right pass. This combination play between Blanco, Chara, and Ebobisse is so good, and it eventually leads to Ebobisse getting a chance on goal near the start of the match. So Blanco's ability to pick a pass. Blanco, as well, what stands out to you, he's always available for his teammates. He's not afraid to go into situations that are tricky to play out of. He can take on the task of playing out of difficult scenarios and be able to look after the ball. He's two-footed. So whether the ball comes to his right side, his left side, he's confident. He's confident to play both sides of his body. Not many players can say that in this league. He's got confidence. And not many players are willing to try a trick in their own defensive third. And here we see a nice little nutmeg on defensive midfielder Alexander Ring. But most importantly, Blanco, after that trick, he can pick out the right pass. And it's Laria coming down the left side. And Blanco's gone from relieving the Timbers of pressure to putting New York under pressure. His ability to find space. He always seems to know where to pop up on the pitch. And not only that, how he maneuvers when he gets there. This, as the ball comes across, his first touch is actually a pass going forward. So he's found the space, he's turned his body well, and he's played a nice positive pass. If we get to the biggest moment of all, Blanco's goal right before halftime. I think you'd be surprised to see that it starts actually in Steve Clark's hand. And as Steve Clark rolls the ball out, I'm just going to count in the bottom left-hand corner the number of passes involved in this sequence. What you'll notice as well is that the Timbers have time and space on the ball. New York City FC have realized that the Timbers can play through them, that they've been playing well out of pressure, so they do have to sit off now and again. On the 11th pass, I'll just highlight Blanco, who's showing up barely inside the attacking half on the right-hand side. And now as Blanco is starting to get more involved in this sequence, he drifts centrally, and he's constantly looking to see where the gaps are, where the holes are that he can get himself into. When he does pop up again on the left-hand side and combines with a good overlapping run from Villafania, Blanco just heads directly towards the goal. And when the ball does drop to him, he kills the first touch nicely, and the second touch just caresses it beautifully into the side corner. Nice little bit of class. So great overall first half from Blanco, and he continued that into the second half. When we see him popping up on the left-hand side, and a great ball from Diego Chara, I just get the sense that Jimmy Chara, as he gets to know his teammates more, he would turn this into a great opportunity. Blanco, his ability in transition to pick out a pass, he sets on Jimmy Chara what I think is pinpoint or near enough that if Jimmy Chara just gambles at the back stick, this could have been a big moment. But let's talk about the big moments that were obvious for us. Valeri's goal and his combination play with Nice-Goda, but this doesn't happen without the entry pass from Sebastián Blanco. The way his first touch, he settles the ball and he picks up his head, he sees the run from Valeri, and it's pinpoint the way he loops this ball over the defender's head right onto the foot of Valeri. Still requires a little bit of magic, but Valeri and Nice-Goda, they provide that, and they provide the Timbers with the second goal. And then finally, maybe the biggest moment of the match, Andy Polo's goal. Maybe one of the bigger moments of the tournament. But where it starts, Blanco getting on the ball and his calm as he settles the ball and he's waiting for runners to come off him. He clips this ball nicely into Andy Polo's path, and Polo does the rest the way he takes it on. It's a spectacular moment. But there were so many moments, big and small, that if you look back, Sebastián Blanco was involved in all of them.